Hello, good evening, people. We are live here. I, ST from Help Desk Support CA, welcome you to our webinar on cybersecurity. I would like to go ahead and invite all the attendees, all the people who are watching us live from around the world. So let's go ahead and tell you more about what is cybersecurity, why it is so important. Now, we all know that in this age where everything is online, we share almost everything online, our family pictures, photographs, official documents, anything and everything what we are able to go ahead and store on our computer is available online. Now, since so much of data is available online, the biggest threat is one, what if someone gets hold on to our data? Now, I'm sure you must have heard or seen news across the world through various mediums, companies, getting hacked into, their servers getting hacked into, all the data, valuable information getting hacked into as well. Now you must be wondering as to how you can go ahead and you can secure yourself. Well, there are a lot of ways how we can go ahead and we can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and share you certain ways and how we can go ahead and secure our personal and financial information online and offline. Okay, so keep watching this webinar. At the end of the webinar, there would be a Q&A session. So in case you have any questions, you can always go ahead and ask. All right, so let's go ahead and start. First of all, I would also like to go ahead and also like to ask everyone if you are able to go ahead and hear me. You can simply go ahead and type in the chat. Let me know if you're able to hear me. Okay, all right. So I can see that yes, people are able to go ahead and hear me. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and then we're going to go ahead and study something about cybersecurity. I'm going to go ahead and show you live results across the world as to why it is important for everyone to be so secure in this 21st century. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's happening around the world. Right, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Just let me know if you're able to go ahead and see it or not. All right, if you're able to go ahead and see my screen, you can simply type in yes. Okay, all right. Now let's go ahead and see what's the current trend is, okay? There are a lot of tools available which you can yourself go ahead and track as well. If you want to go ahead and find out what's going on around the world, one of the most important tool right now is called Google Trends. Now, we're going to go ahead and show you on a real-time basis as to what's going on with cybersecurity. So here is the result for the past 30 days. Let me tell you what's going on, what people are actually searching for as well. Do you see this topic right now which says cybercrime? Okay, people from Ontario are actually searching for it. And as you can see that right now, the real-time data as well, that there has been fluctuations, but over the time, people have shown interest, and why not? Who does not want to secure their own information? Let's go ahead and see what's happening around the world. Okay, see, as we all are basically aware of what's going on around the world as well, including countries like US, UK, uh, our own country, Canada, India as well. Now, if you see here right now, there's a lot of topics available, a lot of studies going on as to what is cybercrime, what's happening, and as I'm sure you might be aware of, people giving you a call, saying that there's some problem with the computer. They want to go ahead and take a remote access, and then they do all kind of crap, right? So that's basically an example of a cybercrime as well. Okay, let me go ahead and show you a worldwide analysis of what it is. So let's go ahead and search for computer attacks in 2016. See what was actually the real-time data. Okay, so as you can see this, basically this is a search engine. Google is a search engine. So what do we go ahead and type in there? It is displayed down below. Now, usually what happens is, as we are referring to cyber attacks, a lot of our times, usually when we are using computers, smartphones, or any devices which is capable of going online, what we usually do is we search something online and we simply go ahead and click on it. Now, one of the ways how a cybercrime is done is through some malicious codes. Now, clicking on any particular link intentionally or unintentionally might lead you in some kind of problem, but then usually it is always safe, one, to check for the link where it's going, and there is a way of doing it. Instead of clicking on it, if you don't remember or if you're not sure how to do this, you can simply go ahead right now and right click on it and click on copy link address. All you have to do is you have clicked on the link address, you go to your next tab, and you simply go ahead and do either Control V, or you can right click and click on paste. And that's going to go ahead and open up right now, the desired page right now. Okay. So if you see here right now, a lot of things have actually been said in terms of hacking, in terms of cybercrime as well. Now, if you see here right now, we're looking at the worst cyber attacks of 2016. Okay. Now, if you see here right now, it says from leaking debit card details to influencing the US election, cyber attacks have become a significant part of our political and social discourse, right? Now, let's go ahead and, right now show you some of the attacks which happened in 2016. Okay. Now, as you can see that since cybersecurity is evident around the world, cyber criminals are, they're worldwide. So they don't have a specific target. They don't have a specific, place or an origin. So if you go ahead and, read here, which is right now, like if you see the first attack, it says that as many as 32 lakh debit cards belonging to various Indian banks were compromised earlier this year, resulting in the loss of rupees 1.3 crore in fraudulent transactions as per NPCI. Let's go ahead and check a few of them as well. And before we go ahead, do you notice right now it says the hacks went undetected for months and reports suggested ATMs operated by Japanese. That's the company, basically responsible for maintaining the ATMs. And do you see this right now? It says payments were infected with malicious software allowing hackers to extract money off user accounts. I mean, who would think, just withdrawing money from ATM, would be fraudulent or would be a cause of worry? Okay, let's go ahead and, check a few others, all right? Now, coming on to right now, it says Bangladesh bank hacks. It says one of the largest financial crimes executed online took place in early February when 81 million of Bangladesh money was siphoned off by unknown hackers, reportedly to Philippines, Sri Lanka, and parts of parts of Asia. Right. So you have so many, cyber crimes. You had DIN cyber attack, which basically has got an anonymous hacker group. And it says, do you see this right now? It says the largest cyber attack in recorded history happened on October 21st, causing temporary shutdown of websites such as Twitter, Netflix, this is Airbnb, Reddit, SoundCloud, etc. And if you see this right now, it says the threefold hack caused mass internet outage for large parts of US and Europe. All right. Going further down, there are endless amount of news about cyber criminals. Like you can see Philippines, Russian. There was also for Yahoo data theft. Of course, there was Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg also as well. Accounts were breached multiple times this year. And if you see here, Oracle, and so on and so forth. So what we really want to go ahead and let you know and focus is, see, security is evident. Of course, it should be your number one priority. I mean, who wouldn't want to go ahead and secure their own hard-earned money? Because losing out to these fraudulent attacks and to people around the world, I would say it's sheer foolishness. But then we can't really blame you, right? Because of lack of awareness. But then at the same time, we being at Help Desk Support CA is launching this drive. And that's the reason why we are going through this webinar today, just to let you know, guys, and just to make you guys aware of exactly what's going on, how you can basically go ahead and you can prevent these things from happening. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about computer infections, all right? I'm not sure how many people really know about, what are different kind of infections. We know, quite a few. I mean, we know viruses, malwares, adwares, and so on and so forth. But there are a lot many. And if I go ahead and, tell you that on a daily basis, there are multiple, there are variations and versions of infections. Now, the basic, definition, according to the Wikipedia, it says a computer virus is a type of malicious software program that, when executed, replicates by reproducing itself, copying its own source code, or infecting other computer programs by modifying them. Infecting computer programs can include as well data files or the boot sector of hard drives. Now, I'm sure everyone, had their own share of experiences where as infections are concerned, and I'm sure you all must have gone through experiences wherein your computers might have gone down, programs weren't responding, and at the very critical moment when you were about to go ahead and like deliver a project or just write an email, in that moment something would have actually happened. So, well, I would say the downside of the information technology is, since there are good people out there with lots and lots of data available, there are bad people out there as well who are making sure that they want to go ahead and challenge all the cybersecurity professionals to ensure, that malicious codes or these viruses are developed on a daily basis. Okay. Now, at the same time, it's because we shouldn't really go ahead and rely on only one source or a very big brand. If we have awareness, if we go ahead and take the right amount of steps, trust me, things would have been much more simpler. We would be able to go ahead and protect our own information. I mean, as they say, precaution is better than cure. Okay. Now, coming on to different definitions. If you see here right now, let's go ahead and check for the which are the most common types of computer infections. All right. Now, these are the common types of computer infections. I'm going to go ahead and go through some of them. I'm sure if you have heard of them, you can just type in the box. Now, you already know what is adware. Okay, adware is also known as potentially unwanted application or potentially unwanted program. And so that's the definition of what is adware is. Okay, now if you just go through it right now, and it says adware is a term used to describe a program that displays intrusive ads and is considered privacy invasive. Today, the internet is rife with potentially unwanted applications that install with free downloads. Most free software download websites use download clients. Small programs offering the installation of advertised browser plugin, usually adware, with the chosen freeware. Thus, reckless downloading of free software can lead to unwanted adware infections. Now, there are several different types of adwares. I mean, some may hijack users' internet browser settings by adding various redirects. Now, redirects basically means you are going on to a particular website, say suppose google.com or onto your bank website, but it doesn't take you there. It redirects you to a different browser. And I'm sure this must have happened with a lot of things, a lot of computers, a lot of situations. And usually what we do, we close down the browser or we simply restart the computer, thinking the problem has been solved. But in reality, the damage has already been done. Along with that, there are more infections as well. Now, I'm sure you must have heard or seen, these tech support scams which are going on right now, wherein they go ahead and show you like a pop-up or an ad, and all you got to do is you got to click on it. But the earlier versions of these scams, if you see here right now, as shown in the picture, you see here right now it says call for great tech support. Now, tech support isn't a bad thing if it's done in the right way. But nowadays, people are using it for all kind of bad ways, right? Now, if you scroll down, let me go ahead and show you more of them, because you can go through, this website. There's a blog as well on our website as well based on this. And I'm sure you must have seen a lot of ads. Now, ads isn't bad, but when they're intrusive, they don't let you go ahead and do what you want to go ahead and do. That is when then it creates a problem. Okay, let's talk about distribution. Okay, now distribution basically is what is known as a freeware or a shareware programs. Now, what happens is usually people search on online thinking, all right, searching for a free software. They go onto a particular website, and then they install whatever they feel like, which is closest to the search history. Now, if they're searching for something called like a PDF file or PDF reader. Now, we all know Adobe is one of the greatest leaders in PDF readers, but then there are a lot many third-party softwares available too, and yes, they're pretty good too as well. However, a lot of them being a shareware, now being the most popular ones are pretty safe, but then again, then though we still have got some shareware softwares available, which when downloaded, they do have got some offers in it. How many of you have actually gone ahead and seen or seen that screen wherein you install a particular software and you get an option says you want to include this, and usually we don't uncheck it, and the moment we click on finish, we see a new software get already installed on a computer. And so it's very hard for decipher for a non-techie person to identify which is a safe program to download, which isn't. Of course, there are ways available. You can always go ahead and check with us. We can go ahead and through e-learnings or through one of our support groups, we can go ahead and we can let you know how you can identify a safe program from a non-safe program as well. Okay, going down right now to fake antivirus. Now, if you see here right now, I guess you guys must have had seen Windows coming up stating that your Windows Defender has gone bad or has resulted in some kind of an error. You need to go ahead and call this number or click here to scan. Now, these are all fake antiviruses because one, unless until you have purchased it or you have downloaded the free versions from the officially Microsoft site, apart from that, any of the software that you go ahead and you download, again, you have to be really careful about it because you never know what kind of hidden scripts or codes are installed along with that antivirus. Some of the screenshots are here. It will be shared to you on our website as well. You can have a look at that as well. Now, how many of you have actually heard of ransomware? I'm sure a lot of you people must have actually gone through and checked that as well. You getting a ransomware like obviously like FBI or a security warning says that your computer has been locked. You need to go ahead and pay this much money to be able to go ahead and get your computer free. So these are basically just ransomware infections, and they are basically being distributed via different softwares, updates and all. Okay, if you ever come across this, one of the ways in any situation to deal with any kind of infections and all is to talk to an expert. And if you really know what you're doing, then only you should actually go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you should leave it to the experts and get it resolved as soon as possible. So again, there are a lot many issues which you can go through it, and of course, what's happening around the world. For example, as I was just mentioning, the redirect viruses or hijackware as well, which is known as browser hijacker. So it basically modifies your internet settings, and instead of going to one website, you go on to a different website as well. Okay. So there are a lot many that we can go and we can speak about. There are spywares, there are adwares, and so on and so forth. And talking about in today's technology, wherein there are multiple options available, whether you go on to online, you go to retail, it becomes very difficult for a non-tech savvy person to understand how to go ahead and pick up the best software available. I would say talk to an experts. If you have any local experts, you can talk to them, or you can talk to us, and we can go ahead and we can guide you as well accordingly. All right. Now, if you have any questions, let me know about this before we go ahead and switch on to a different question. I'm sure you guys are able to hear me, right? You can type in the chat box and let me know. Are you all guys able to hear me and watch my screen? Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to a different topic. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about email. Right. Well, a lot of people might have had emails from different domains. You may be using free versions. You may be using paid versions as well. One of the biggest challenges, where we face in terms of checking our email or keeping our email safe, is one, how to keep our email addresses safe and secure, from hackers. Okay. Let me go ahead and show you something here. Let's go ahead and log into our email address. Let me go ahead and show you. Right. Now, if you go ahead and someone right now, we are looking at the screen right now, okay, of our emails, okay. Now, a lot of customers, or I should say clients right now, I would like to go ahead and share this with you. How many times have you actually signed out of your email rather than closing it? Because usually what we do, we simply go ahead and X out of here on this box, making sure that, yes, we think that, yes, our emails are closed right now. But guess what? It isn't, right? Because, okay, let me go ahead and show you, what I mean, right? Let me go ahead and open up another window. See, what I've done is I've not signed out right now, but I've simply gone ahead right now and X out of it. But guess what? I simply go ahead and type in gmail.com. It's going to go ahead and open up our email right away. There you go. So even though we might think that, yes, we have already signed out of this email, but guess what? We haven't. The emails are still, our inbox is still open. You can still, someone who has access to your computer or who's looking at your email right now, he can still go ahead and just simply type in Gmail, and guess what? If you're signed in with your own email address, they can simply come onto your inbox and they can go ahead and they can view, what kind of emails do you have, and so on and so forth, which to you might not be a serious thing, but then guess what? If you leave your system, you have family and friends coming over. Again, if they keep if you have a laptop or a portable device, your family takes away, your friends takes away the device with themselves. They open it somewhere where like it's like a public cafe or an unsecured internet access. Well, guess what? All your email access, including your mailbox, attachments, pictures, inbox, sent items, everything can be viewed. And that is again a cause of worry because you're basically opening the gates to hackers. And when something happens, you might be wondering, what did I actually, did? I mean, did I did anything wrong, or what exactly happened? Another way of making sure that your emails are closely closed and you have successfully signed out, you see on the right side here top. Okay. Now I'm talking about Gmail, but in other email clients, there's always an option. If you don't know where to go ahead and find that option, you can simply go ahead and call us, and we can go ahead and we can let you know how we can go ahead and sign out successfully and secure. So if you look at the screen right now, all I have to do is click on this link, and there's the sign out option. If I sign out, that's going to sign out from my mailbox. Okay. Now, I'm sure a lot of you might be doing, oh, okay, you know what? Yes, they are absolutely right. And we've seen a lot of customers doing it when they bring their systems for support. When we go ahead and go toward their house for maintenance or on-demand tune-up, we advise our customers, ma'am, your mailbox is open for security. Kindly go ahead and sign on. And then they say, oh, I thought I've already logged out of the mailbox, but there isn't. So this is another important tip. You want to go ahead and make a note of it. You can go ahead and you can make a note of that as well, and you can see how this is going. All right. Let's go ahead and go on to a different topic. All right. Right. Now, how many of you, I guess majority of them, you already have Facebook, right? Now, again, the base questions remains the same. When you are logged into your Facebook, what you're basically doing is, of course, you are logged into one of the most successful and I would say most widespread social media sharing tool. And of course, everyone should have a Facebook account so that they should be able to go ahead and correlate, share information. But see, again, the downside of this is if you have so many people logged into Facebook, and if you talk about approximate figure at any given point of time, yes, of course, that's a lot many people. You have logged into Facebook with your so like portable devices which are capable of going online, on laptops, on desktops, and the bottom line remains the same. First thing, you need to log out of Facebook. Guess what? You can simply go onto Facebook. Let me go ahead and show that to you. See, for example, if you see here right now, my Facebook is open. Okay, intentionally I've left it open for you. Just to give you an example, let's go ahead and do a sign out. All right. Now, once I've signed out right now, and if again I have to go ahead and log in onto Facebook, guess what? It will ask me to log in. All right. But if I simply go ahead and X out of it, like in the case of email, the moment I go ahead and type in the Facebook, as you had seen in the previous screen, I was in my Facebook. So the same rule applies. If you want to go ahead and sign out or X out, make sure that you X out of your Facebook right away. Okay. Next, going on to a different topic. Now, I would again like to go ahead and tell you right now more about ways to counter online threats. What you can basically go ahead and do. Okay. So let me go ahead and share the ways. Now, if you've got a pen and paper handy, I would recommend you go ahead and make a note of these important points. If you don't have a pen and notepad, you don't have to worry about this webinar is recorded. So you can always go ahead and you can play this webinar later on to find out if you have actually missed on something. And before I go ahead and start with the important tools available or resolution or options, if you have any questions, just let me know. All right, so, okay. Well, we're getting a notification, saying that people, a few of the people were not able to go ahead and okay. As I'm getting a few updates, a few of the people are not able to go ahead and share, see the Facebook screen. Let me go ahead and show them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and right now tell you the ways now how you can go ahead and you can keep your information safe and secure. I'll give you some time to go ahead and make arrangements for a pen and paper. I'm sure if are you guys able to go ahead and see my screen? If you're able to go ahead and see the screen, just let me know. All right, so people are able to see our screen right now, which is good. All right, so let's go ahead and share some of the important points to note. Right, so here are different ways to protect your information online and offline. Let's go ahead and start with number one, which is online. Okay. how can you go ahead and save um, your information online? Okay. The first way, let's go ahead and talk about email. Point number one, always sign out of your email account. So whether you are using an email client or you are logged in to your web server. If you don't know the difference between an email client and web server, you not have to worry about. I will go ahead and I'll explain to you, what is a web server and what is an email client. Now, when I say email client, if you're using Office, Microsoft Office, you might be using Outlook, like Outlook Express, Thunderbird, and so on and so forth. So these are basically called email clients, wherein you can access your email without logging on to the main website by configuring either through POP3 or IMAP, which are different ways of configuring your email address. You can always contact us. We'd be more than happy to go ahead and configure your email to your email clients in case you have them. If you have any other email clients, you can let us know as well. Next is web server. Now, web server is basically your email server. Now, you can either use Google Chrome, you can use IE, you can either go ahead and use Safari or any other web browser, and you can simply log in just by using your user ID and password, and you will be able to see your emails. Got it? Great. Next. Banking account. Very important. And I would say a lot of people usually have issues either logging in or logging out, or simply they're not yet comfortable enough making any kind of online transaction or just checking their bank account. The number one rule to go online is to go on a secured website through a secured browser. Now, browser nowadays are all secure. They are up to date. They are made up with, with latest technology to keep in mind that your information is safe and secure. But with all these things happening, like add-ons or third-party installs and all, usually our browsers do get infected. And we would always go ahead and recommend by using the following steps. One, if you are logging on to a browser, make sure that the browser right now, that you have right now is updated, it's secured, and safe. Now, how can you make sure that your browser is updated and safe and secure? Couple of things. Well, you can always see a lock sign on the left hand side to check where exactly. Now, let me go ahead and open up right now and see how the lock sign usually appears. There would be a lock symbol if you have a look at your browser right now, and you should be able to see if the website is secure. Second thing to look into is the HTTPS, wherein S stands for secure. Usually all your banking websites have HTTPS to ensure that your information you're providing is encrypted and safe. Another thing to make sure that you are safe with your bank account is once you're logged in to your bank account, okay, make sure that you use whatever transactions or whatever activities you want to do, and make sure you sign out or log out from your banking websites. Just like the example of Facebook and email, in case you leave your bank account open, there's a possibility of either that those details getting stolen, or there's a possibility of someone viewing your screen, and they can simply go ahead and take a screenshot, and then they can go ahead and they can use it to their advantage. You don't want that to happen. Okay. Now, going on to the next topic we have, which is online shopping. Now, majority of the people nowadays prefer online shopping. The reason being is it is convenient, it is safe and secure. Yes, again, the rule applies the same, what I've told you about the banking accounts and emails. If you follow these guidelines, you will ensure that you have a hassle-free shopping experience. So whenever you're going on to any websites, say for example, one of the famous websites is amazon.ca, or .com, or .uk, or whichever country you're residing in, making sure right now that that the website is safe and secure, but at the same time they're popular, like a big brand that you're talking about. Amazon being one of the biggest online retailers, a lot of people, I would say majority of the time, they visit Amazon a couple of times a day. There are people who are constantly on Amazon looking for different things. Obviously, who does not? With more than crores products, why would you go ahead and decide to go with any other website? But then again, that's your own personal choice. But when you have so many products, you're bound to go ahead and get yourself engaged, and it will definitely take some time for you to go ahead and look through different products, this and that. So make sure the rule applies the same. Always sign out or log out. Now again, when I say log out, there are two meanings for it. Logging out also means that logging out from the window, but then there's a different meaning of logging out as well, is logging out from your computer. So make sure you don't log off your computer, but just sign out. Okay. Another important way of getting yourself protected online, again, is through some ads, or which is also known as phishing or online scams, wherein people go ahead and they give you, or they send you a link. Now, they can either send you a link on your email. They can also go ahead and send you a link on Facebook, or any other means through messengers and all. The moment you go ahead and click on the link, guess what? Your computer is infected, or a file gets downloaded, or maybe you have given your access to people around the world, so that they can go ahead and they can hack into it, and that's usually is not a good thing. But then again, really have to be safe and secure, and you really have to be careful about. Okay, so these are few ways how you can go ahead and you can keep everything secure online. Let's quickly go ahead and check how you can go ahead and you can safeguard your information offline. Okay, now when I talk about offline is, again, one of the major things is when you talk about offline, when you're not online, is through flash drives, hard drives, which are basically external hard drives. Of course, nowadays with a lot of different products are available right now. There are a lot of basically tools, or you can basically purchase a lot of products out there, which has got lots of advantages and benefits of features. So you can basically go ahead and you can save all your computer data, which also includes your files, folders, pictures, and make sure that you go ahead and you back up all this onto an external hard drive or flash drives, and you save it and keep it in a very secure place. Don't leave anything on your computer which you think might get stolen, like pictures or valuable data, like your official data, or official documents. Okay, so these are some of the ways, what's going on, and how you can basically secure and safeguard all either your personal or financial information as well. Okay, now coming on to the next topic, again, which is the conclusion. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and conclude, and after that we're going to go ahead and take a quick Q&A session to see if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to go ahead and ask us. Of course, you're most welcome. I'm going to go ahead and share our company's website, a direct number. You can reach us. And you can call us, and we can go ahead, and we'd love to go ahead and do a free PC checkup to check if everything is safe and secure. If it isn't, well, guess what? You're absolutely in safe hands, and we will go ahead and provide you options. Okay. And of course, you can always contact us on through our toll-free number, and of course the direct number. You can also go ahead and email us as well. So I'll be sharing those details as well shortly. Or you can always go ahead and leave it on the comments below. All right, so if you have any other questions, let me go ahead and go on to the conclusion part. All right, do you have any other questions before we move on to the final conclusion? And then we're going to go ahead and take a quick 2-minute Q&A. All right, so I would like to go ahead and conclude one, that it is really useful for you to have multiple options open to safeguard and secure all your vital information. But at the same time, you should be careful enough not to share your personal or financial information with strangers, with people you do not know, thereby giving them a chance to go ahead and steal your information. We at Help Desk Support CA are always watchful of ensuring that your data is secured, your information is secured, how best we guys can actually help you, and being one of the leading IT security companies, We would also like to go ahead and extend our invitation to all. You guys can call us, email us, let us know, how best we can help you, and be at any time of the day. And for people residing in Canada, lower downtown, we would extend you one of our benefits as to that we can go ahead and we can have an on-site technician sent to your home, thereby doing a free PC diagnostic, or if you have any other issue. So I'm going to go ahead and share our company's website address and the number. So let me go ahead and share that with you. All right, so if you're looking at right now, that's our company's website address. You can go on to www.helpdesksupport.ca. Our direct number is 778-800-9624. You can give us a call. We'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer all your queries. We would be more than happy to go ahead and welcome you on board to our wonderful family. And we would also love to go ahead and hear from you. Any suggestions, any improvements, anything that you want us to go ahead to ensure that we provide you safe and secure, and of course, a very successful solution to all your IT or personal or computer issues. So there you have. That's our website. Again, the website is www.helpdesksupport.ca. Number is 778-800-9624. You can also go ahead and email us at info@helpdesksupport.ca. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude that yes, security, most important thing, cybersecurity should be your number one concern to ensure that yes, all your information is safe and secure. So be safe, be confident, and whatever you go ahead and you share. And in case if in doubt, give us a call. We'll be more than happy to go ahead and help you. So again, well, we are almost at the end of the webinar. If you have any other questions, I would like to go ahead and take that. All right, so it's SD signing off, thanking you all the invitees on this wonderful online cybersecurity webinar. We will be conducting more webinars on cybersecurity, so keep an eye on it. Subscribe, share, and like this webinar. And well, have a wonderful, safe, and secure online journey. And see you later. Thank you so much once again. Have a wonderful time.